Where are we going? Here.
Yeah, that must be interesting.
Okay.
You see, you can
Natural
do
20. I see all the rooms instantaneously.
You see a monster rifling around. It looks just like this.
Now that is a big one.
And it looks like some sort of horrid abomination of a bear and an owl.
There's if I've ever saw that. There
So
she
is this monster acting in the way that you might assume a monster?
It seems to be rooting through some supplies and stuff, and sort of being surprisingly gentle with them. And it's got around its neck a small sort of wooden talisman.
Cathera. She looked like she's missing 2 wimpy druids.
Yes.
Kind of weenie druids.
Yeah, she looks like she could use some help, and she regrets not having any.
Right, well, let's go back
Before
way
we
and
go
go
through
through
that.
there.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And then we can start jumping on the...
You boys have got to somehow get through that door with your
It's not a
magical
problem.
powers. Not.
Do you want to double back the way you came and try to
Yeah.
get through this door here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's assume that you're there.
Is the glowy magic doofer still there?
This?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Now, you tried first last time, so I think I should try
Okay, go
first
ahead.
this time. 13.
The
No.
little room that we didn't check. You know, it's going to be brimmed full of
Monsters and God knows what else.
3, 21.
That is going to do it. Click. The door is open. There's a magical flash around the edges of the door as they part, as if you have just temporarily dispelled some effect. All right. And when you step through, you see a room that looks like it doesn't have much there. There's just some iconography in the walls. This door is open, and you hear sounds of a large creature rifling through stuff.
Did we take anything from those?
Got the map.
No, right, as proof, I mean, to show her.
Yeah. We killed your mates and we've nicked the map.
We've got the guy's name and what her orders were.
Okay,
So
okay, cool.
I don't know if
Maybe
anyone
this
wants to try
creature
talking
ate
to her.
Cathera and put
Yeah.
on her jewelry.
Maybe.
We'll find out soon
Yeah.
enough, but I'll be at the back.
So do we call that a name or do we move closer?
I
We
would
just
call
go.
her out. We don't want to give her a fright.
Cathera, where are you?
The rifling stops. A large creature sticks its head through the door, sees you, and says, "Who are you?"
We are your friends. We were meeting with your colleagues, the other druids that you left in the other dungeon, and they were worried about you. And
They sent you here?
yes, they did, because you'd been gone for rather longer than they'd expected.
Make a diplomacy check to try to convince her that what you're saying is true. This is under charisma.
I've got +8. Me. I guess I have to do it, don't I? Because I'm the one talking.
Yeah, you.
I suspect the elf is probably the...
What's that?
9.
17.
I believe you. And she says, "Why don't you go search down that hall? Tell me what you find."
Which hall?
Why should we do that?
What are you looking for?
Well, to make yourself useful. That's why you're here, right?
Well,
What are you looking for?
She says, "I am looking for the mysteries of the ages."
Fruitcake.
She says, "I'm looking for the secrets to natural wonders.
Would she be useful?
Seeds. Anything."
Have you seen? Do you know there are some strange plant growth in the room down this way? Have you been there?
She says,
Have you seen these
"Plant growth? No."
these strange kind of trees growing up out of the floor?
That's
Maybe you should come with us.
Extraordinary. She waltzes over this gigantic hulking beast, and she says,
Through the very small door.
"How did you find this?"
Oh, just a thing I do. I scried it.
She pats you on the head with her big paw. "Well done, muffles your hair." And she says,
She could do with a comb, I'm sure.
I'm sure I've got one in the bag of holding. It's got your hair supplies in. So.
Yeah, I've got my
I
spare.
was looking forward to exploring this place on my own, but I can see you have your uses.
Yes, good.
We can see you two have your uses
I see you
too.
can open doors without the key.
Yes. Some of us.
Do you have the key?
She says, she lowers her head down, says, you can remove it from my neck.
And you see this wooden talisman, this circular pendant, really, on the end of the the string that she's wearing around her neck. And when you hold it, it's just a heavy piece of wood that you can set into an indentation on the door that causes the door's magical mechanisms to unlock.
Useful.
Well, should we go and look at these
She
trees
says,
then? I'm quite
why
interested.
don't we go and look at these trees?
Just what I was
I'll
thinking,
follow you.
young lady. Is Kathira
She's pretty big in this form.
She's gigantic, yes.
Is she useful as a fighter, or do we get the impression that actually she should be at the back?
If she is genuinely assuming this form, you think she'd be pretty formidable. But she also has, because she's a large creature, she can reach. So if she's standing a rank behind you, she can still attack things over you.
Okay.
So she has that advantage.
Do you want the key?
All right. Well, if she thinks she should go behind, then
She says,
I see you found the gnolls. Bothersome, disgusting creatures.
Yes, we dealt with them. The only way that was fit.
I was very quiet. They didn't see me at all.
Yeah, it's because you're so small.
How very clever of you. Well, should we go down this hallway then?
Yes, lead on. Use the key. Use the key.
Yeah, I was thinking the gnolls might have got those magical things off her. But clearly they haven't, if she's been avoiding them.
So I
Yes, the Minotaurs built this place almost 500 years ago. And it was a happy time. They were cavorting through the forest. And they found this. When they found a sacred hill built on a site where portals converged.
Happy sounds.
Is this the music?
the party soundtrack. And
It's bizarre. I don't even use this for my phone, my BlackBerry.
no worries.
No one's got that number. Sorry about that. We have to
It
rewind.
brought a moment of cheer. And next up, she says, but enough talking about the dead. Let's see what other mysteries and treasures are here.
Indeed.
Lead on.
I open the door in front of me.
Do you use the key or do you use your magic?
I use the key.
All right.
I'm no fool.
When you do that, light flares around the door briefly, and then they unlock before your eyes. And beyond, you see a passageway and a tattered carpet.
Did the doors remain open?
They do.
We might as well just open this just for later in case we have to run or something.
Okay.
Good thinking.
I'll open that door.
Clink, clink. All right.
And suggest maybe she'd like to go first.
She says,
Ladies and all that.
no.
Right.
Okay, onwards.
Alrighty.
The warriors are already halfway down the corridor. He's not very good on the old diplomacy thing, so I'm moving on.
Oh, you're moving on?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll wait for him to go ahead.
Make a perception check to see if you notice anything up ahead.
8 and 1, which is 9. So
Not so much.
probably going
All
to
right.
anything else.
When you advance, you hit something that feels like almost like an invisible barrier in front of you, like you didn't see it until you walked into it, and then suddenly you're sort of engulfed by it.
Oh dear. Oh poo.
All right.
Nobody likes to see that.
Though the rest of
Halfling in
you
a box.
just sort of see this kind of this shimmer in the hallway ahead, and then he gets sort of absorbed into it, and he becomes all sort of distorted.